Better walk blue. Always gotta take this guy in the morning because when I'm like usually sleeping, he's like panting so like heavy. He's like I gotta be careful because the main street, there's always a lot of trains, buses, sometimes motorcycles and scooters, and that is his biggest like enemies. Feel good, Blue? So now we're heading back to our apartments and I'm about to get my stuff ready. So in the morning I usually fast. If I feel a little hungry, which I rarely do, I'll have like a banana. Especially on leg day, but today since it's shoulders and abs and I feel pretty good, I'm just going to have my pre-workout. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's freaking freezing. That's the thing about LA. Like in the morning, it's usually like misty, kind of cloudy, cold. Then once it hits like 10:30 and up, oh my God, it becomes 80 to 90 degrees. Just got done with some shoulders and abs, y'all. After a workout, static stretches are so vital. You can do cardio, but for me, I find that doing this far more beneficial. I'm gonna do a quick shower, and then I'm gonna eat my post-workout meal, and we're gonna get ready and hit some more content at the gym. After I have my supplements, I have some protein. It doesn't matter what brand. I just get a bunch of different supplements, especially protein from different brands. So I like trying them out, trying different flavors and stuff. This one right here is vanilla. It's supposed to be vegan protein. Alright, this is my breakfast right here. Usually before I film, I don't really have a heavy breakfast, but since I was a little hungry and I needed some protein, this is exactly what I have. So this right here is hemp seeds with spinach, eggs, some sesame seeds, and a little bit of black pepper. And it also has tomatoes and onions. And then right here we have oatmeal, blueberries, strawberries, honey, a little bit of apples and cinnamon, just sliced up. This right here is about 30 grams of protein, including my vegan protein. So that's about 50 grams of protein right there. So like I said earlier, I usually hit the gym fasted and I just feel a lot leaner and more like dry per se. Like I don't feel bloated. And then after the gym, obviously I take this right here. It's not gonna be the same breakfast every time, depending on how hungry I am. But this is like basically something I have every week. So like I mentioned, oatmeal, strawberries, blueberries, sliced up apples and cinnamon with a little bit of raw honey. And then here I have eggs, spinach, eggs, salsa, tomatoes, onion, sesame seed, and black pepper. And then I have my protein shake per se. But yeah, today's gonna be fun. We're gonna be filming content for a brand, and then I'm gonna do a little challenge with my dog. I'm about to be very close to RifFit, where I usually film content, especially like YouTube purpose and like talking pieces of content, because there's no people in the back and like we're the only ones. So I'm about to go to Starbucks real quick, and I usually have like a cold brew because it gives me mental clarity. It doesn't make me too bloated like other energy drinks like C4 or Celsius. So I like to switch it up, and I'm about to get a cold brew. Hello, hi, can I get a tall ice cold brew with light ice?
A tall ice cold brew with light ice?
Yes, and then I'll get a tall iced coffee with soy milk, light ice.
Anything else in there?
And then a ham and cheese or the ham and Swiss croissant.
Got it. Anything else?
That'd be it.
Okay, so this is 14 minutes of the window, thank you.
Thanks.
Here's the
Cold
cold
brew,
brew,
perfect.
and then the iced coffee.
Thank you. Got it. Ooh, that first sip. We just got to the gym. There it is. Where am I here? Put some makeup on me. So this is like a cheat sheet. Before you shoot content, you want to look really nice. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one doing this before people shoot content. So, what are you putting on me right now?
I'm putting in a tinted SPF so that it evens out the skin.
It's a game changer too. Cause like, especially when I'm filming, I notice I have like a lot of bags under my eyes. And when she put this application, oh my god, it looks like I just woke up.
And then I use a concealer just for the dark circles.
Yeah, this is the only thing. I don't do this all the time.
All this events, but like besides the events, but like next
Okay.
to kind of like various perspective.
Look at the aftermath, y'all.
I know we have a lot of fun.
Game changer. Listen, if you're still lifting and doing cardio and still not lean, this is the reason why. Sometimes Blue wants to get into the video, so we have to like keep him in place and give him a treat. We just finished shooting content, guys. 2 hours in the books, finished. Now we're about to grab something to eat. We're grabbing some acai bowl because later on I'm gonna eat. But I usually like getting this, especially when it's super hot, because you're getting the fiber, you're getting some carbs, and after you train or shoot content, you gotta get some glycogen. On our way to see a chiropractor to get some work done. Been feeling a little tight in my upper back and my shoulders, so I think this is like a good time to get some work done, because you know there's only so much we could do at the gym as far as stretching, recovery, mobility. So getting some real work done from my chiropractor can really dissect exactly what areas has the most compensation.
Priority registration. I knew I wasn't going to get into classes.
Right.
And then at Cal State East Bay, I had priority registration, and they guaranteed me I could graduate in 3.5 to 4 years.
I think just more like upper back.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know, like this area too, I've been feeling like a little bit of like on this insertion.
Because you do a lot of calisthenics too. So
Yeah, I do a lot of pull-ups. I've been doing a lot of plate, like the weighted plate. So I don't know if that's like causing this to like, I don't know, like be like super tight.
Yeah, we can do a little bit of cupping in your forearms. My bruises are like finally clearing up for my forearms.
Okay.
But cupping on the forearms, the bruises look nasty, and
Yeah.
they do take like a week or two to clear.
I'm not really worried about that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I look like I got beat.
Oh, really?
I was wearing like a
Shit, like you got
sweater for like
tortured?
2 weeks. Like, and it was funny because the bruises didn't go like a circle. It literally looked like there were thumbprints all over.
I see.
And I was like, this is
What the
terrible.
heck? What can you do to kind of like remove that?
Arnica gel.
What's it called?
Arnica gel.
Arnica?
It's like a cousin to aloe, but
Oh,
arnica
really?
gel is really good for that. But for me, it took 2
It's a
weeks.
lot. That's-
Is the muscle that specifically holds stress.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, life in general is already hard, and then with everything going on in the world.
Yeah, my family, they want me to go home because they heard about the war. They're like, the California might get attacked. We should go.
So I do something called dynamic cupping, which a lot of practitioners in LA don't always do, but it's cupping with movement.
It just stretches it more out.
You get more blood flow. It's really great for range of motion.
Just got done with the session and my body feels achy in a good way, but you can tell this area right here was a little tight, and she said this was worse. Oh my god, I feel like, I don't think you guys can see it. I feel a lot looser, but it feels achy, which is normal after you get like, you know, session like this. But anyways, we're about to head back home. I'm gonna shower, take a little nap. So we got this right here, if you guys can see it. We got lentil and rice. We got tofu, broccoli, bell peppers, sprinkled in with some sesame seeds. And what else did we got in here?
Oh, that was seasoned with amino acids.
Oh, so liquid aminos.
Yeah, sesame oil.
Liquid aminos is basically like a healthy version of soy sauce.
Apple cider.
Oh, you put apple cider in here too?
Yeah, and a bit of maple syrup.
Nice. But yeah, this right here, guys, this is about 50 grams of protein. Alright, so let's try it out though. Let's see how you are cooking it up though. I always like tasting the tofu first and then some broccoli. Man, it's good.
Thank you.
Hella bomb. And guys, there's actually a lot of protein in lentil.
Fiber.
So I started incorporating this a lot more.
And fiber.
Yeah, fiber too. But I've been switching it up for 2 months now. Like eating a lot more like vegan. I'm not 100% vegan, but like just incorporating a little bit more of it because I notice I don't overeat. But then my meals are very highly nutritious and like I just feel leaner. Like look, it's woke up from a nap and god damn! Woo! Still not lean. If you're still lifting weights and doing cardio but still not lean, this is the reason why. About to show you guys my go-to late night meal before bed. Alright, so for me personally, I like having a good yogurt bowl. I get a sweet tooth, so adding some healthy sweetie ingredients just satisfies my cravings at night. So this is what I normally have. I'll show you guys. I usually have Greek yogurt. This one's from Trader Joe's. It's the Greek non-fat yogurt, low in calories. And then I usually add some granola. I usually have 2 kinds. These are the ones I usually get. This or this one. I'm gonna have this one because it's a little bit sweeter, but I like how it has blueberries, so it makes it a little bit chewy. Kind of like eating candy. Honey. Cinnamon. And then I'll add unfiltered honey and some cinnamon. I'm missing one thing. Where is the almonds? I usually add almonds, but it doesn't look like I have any. Ooh, right here. Can't forget the almonds. So I'll put a little bit of healthy fats. But I'm gonna show you like how much I eat. If you guys think about it too, I don't really weigh my food. it's just a guesstimate, and like over the years of like eating healthy, I have an idea as far as what to add, how much to include in my plate or my bowl. I don't add too much Greek yogurt either, because like, I don't know, when I add too much I feel like I'm drinking milk, because it's kind of feels like I'm eating dairy. So I'll put about this much. Oh, and the last thing I would add that I forgot to tell you guys is blueberries. Man, I ran out of add some blueberries in there. Cinnamon. So basically, it's the reason why I have Greek yogurt bowl. Satisfies my cravings because I have a sweet tooth. So this right here is gonna accommodate that. All right, Greek yogurt, which is high in casein protein, it's a slow digested protein, which is gonna help me throughout the night and help with muscle growth per se. We got the almonds for some healthy fats, good for brain function, and then we have honey. Again, so many benefits on that. And then we have granola, which has a little bit of healthy fats and some good carbs. But yeah, guys, top it off, my last meal of the day. Thanks for watching, guys. This is a day in the life of a content creator / fitness influencer, especially on how I stay lean all year round.